driver. There you go. And basically just spinning that thing around right there. Look at that. But this is what we've been talking about. It's a pit. Oh, that is not good. Whenever he drives, and again, going against traffic. So, and hitting a deputy's vehicle. This is going to get a little bit more rough, as you just saw right there. And then you got now driver. It looks like, I'm not going to get too into what the kids do, but it almost looks like he's inhaling nitrous.
Yes.
Whoa, what was, there we go. That caught me off guard, that's for sure. And this guy is inhaling nitrous and driving around down there. This is just insanity. And of course, this is probably one of this might be it.
Look at all of the officers.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get stuck there on that center divider. Of course, you don't want to see anything like that. There's the spike strip right there. Now, did he hit? Let's take a peek and see what he's doing, hopefully. There you go. That is clearly the actions of a very intoxicated person. Seemed like a portion of that rear window broken. I don't know what he just tossed out there. Oh, he tossed out a piece of glass. There is a center window right there. I don't know if you can really make that out. That was.
You've covered.
You know, and this is something, too, that's just the discipline involved. That's what they're doing. The different type of CS gas, they just kind of threw a container in there. It's interesting that he can put up with that. Right. I thought for sure they were going to make their way in just to get that guy out, but clearly now being a little bit agitated, rolling down the window, and just kind of sticking his head out there. But, you know, I have never been sprayed by that stuff, never want to be sprayed by that stuff. Take effect, and that driver, that suspect,
he's still smoking. He's still smoking. What they'll do, another one. There it goes.
Another one. Yeah, but another one, just tossing it in there. He threw that one back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just tossed it out, and here comes some more pepper balls. He got some in his eyes. You saw that one right there. It bounced off the windshield. So it's just how much longer can you put up with that?
How much can you tolerate? Right.
Yeah, just give up. Just give up. Just now, you know, getting out. You know, maybe he's getting out. Let's see. Maybe he's just trying to get some fresh air. But let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. I don't want to get off the super double, but I want to get a cleaner shot. Doing what he's doing right there, I don't think is going to be helpful. I think that's just rubbing it more into his eyes. But that's what it's designed for. You can see some of those deputies, I guess they're talking about how they're going to get this guy into custody. He's still not out of the car. And even if they open up that door, what's going to happen then? So it's just gone so wrong. I'm just happy that it seems like so far it's coming to a textbook end almost. He's rolling up the windows. Why? Just go into custody, dude. Come on.
Yeah, interesting. They approached him now from the other side of the car, right? The driver's side. They tried to speak with him, but it seems like he was not interested.
Yeah, jump out like they sent in a jar full of bees. But a lot of other and this is the thing too. Every time they seem to approach, especially on the driver's side, he starts to roll up that window. I wonder if what their plan is to try to break that window. You know, next time he rolls it up so that he won't be able to roll it back up again. You can see the deputies making their approach, trying to get the shot where you can see that suspect as well. But there he goes. He's rolling up that window. Yeah, that's old school. You see it right there.
Yeah.
That's not electric. He's got a crank. So, but this is what they're worried about. This is it. This is what they've been so worried about. And his behavior right now is not what we want to see at all. This is what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Just got his foot on the gas there. We got that thing, and that tire will blow after a little bit. It's going to put out a lot of smoke, and then it's just gonna pop, and that could create some problems as well. If that rubber starts flying, a deputy might get injured. But it kind of shows you though how solid the cruisers are. But if this guy puts this thing in drive, this could end very, very poorly.
Yep, that's what it looks like. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to push his way back. Not much success at this point.
Nope. And look at the deputies are doubling it up. They got another. They got another cruiser. They got another cruiser. So they got two cars right behind that Ford pickup truck right there. So it's not going to go anywhere. Those tires are going to start getting hot. And like I said, that thing could pop. I know it. I've seen it in the past, but it does seem like he's kind of just. It has been a while. We were listening.
Everything they've thrown into that car, which doesn't seem to bother him a whole lot because he's still there. And then there's a nitrous tank on his lap, a blue nitrous tank, which he's using in addition to what appears to be a vape or some kind of device he's smoking. They approached his vehicle from the side. No luck. They threw some spike strips actually underneath the car while it was parked, just in case he tries to make a getaway somehow, which doesn't seem like a possibility. He has put the car in reverse several times. He has attempted to back up, but the police cruiser has just been there. There you see him. There you see him. Just taking a hit. Wow. The police cruiser is right up against his vehicle, so every time he tries to back up, he doesn't get very far. So they're
so that's part of that. What goes on inside those vehicles? They're actually equipped with first aid and what same things that you might find in an ambulance. Heavily armored. That's another big.
Coming to a stop around 1 o'clock. There's a wash right in front of him, so he's pinned in from behind. Deputies. If you wonder what they're doing, well, they did fire multiple pepper balls into the cab of the pickup truck, broke part of the rear window. Driver didn't move, still sitting there with his window down, apparently got through that. He tried to back into law enforcement vehicles, spinning his tires. Just
a wait and see.
And so as we think, Rick, of someone not wanting to give up, I want to bring Jim back into the conversation, the influence, but I also wonder, do they have some kind of criminal record or some reason why going into custody is a bigger problem for them? Perhaps they have been.
Drinking? Is he ingesting drugs? It's kind of tough to tell. As we see him a little bit closer, he seems to be maybe grooving to the music, which may be actual music in his car or just the music in his mind after ingesting illicit substances for several hours in a row. He seems to be enjoying looking at the helicopters that are focused on him. And it seems like this guy kind of enjoys the attention at this point, or may not even realize what's happening.
Makes it sound more dramatic than it was. He definitely hit that deputy's vehicle, though, and that's what when it happened, I knew that was the game changer. That's when you can see that large pole in front of those deputies right there. We've seen that in the past. They will put a different type of gas canister than the ones that we saw earlier on. If you were watching from way back when, they actually had deputies walking up holding these canisters of gas. We call it CS gas. I'm not really sure if that's a technical term anymore. That's what they used to call it back in the day, but it's tear gas, basically. It's something that's going to annoy that suspect. But what SEB has inside there is different types, different brands. And that pole right there that you see, they will put that canister. It's basically like one of, you've seen those old, the claws and stuff that the kids have, and some of the elderly people have these like grabby things.
All right,
that,
Stu Mandel, so I apologize. I'm going to interrupt you because he's jumping out, obviously, because there's gas that's coming out. Now he's making a run for it as he gets rid of his hoodie, and he doesn't look like he's going to make it very far. Hands up, just like that, and it's coming to an end. My goodness, how quickly that happened all of a sudden, yet how long it has taken. We have been watching this standoff with this pursuit suspect, this reckless DUI pursuit suspect who is now going to face a charge of assault. Next thing you know, his cab was filled with a gas, and I believe that was thrown in by the deputies. Maybe that was dropped off by the drone. It all happened so quickly because we saw the tactical officers manning that drone. Next thing you know, his cab was filled with smoke, and he jumped out of that window and tried to take off. He didn't go far, and now he is in handcuffs. He is in custody. That was a wild end to a wild pursuit and a drawn-out standoff as we watch him now being taken to a vehicle. These are these tactical officers, the special enforcement team from LA County Sheriff's Department, who did pretty phenomenal work there. As we are seeing them figure out where they're going to put this guy, which black and white is going to haul him off to jail. Stu Mandel, you just saw that unfold. Was it I think you can hear me, was it the drone that dropped a gas canister into the cab?
He's trying to get out of there.
Stu, are you there?
And that's what, that's really what we were talking about earlier.